One of my biggest issues with the Skyrim game is the loot system, the tedious menus, all that kind of stuff that you have to go through in order to retrieve an item. That is why the Quick Loot SE mod has quickly become one of my favorite mods, and in this video I'll tell you all about it. Hey everybody, I'm Thyworm, bringing you the latest modding news and mod reviews, and if you're interested in modding Skyrim or Fallout 4, consider subscribing. So let's talk about Quick Loot SE. It's already one of my favorite mods permanently. It makes the whole process go so much smoother. I already did an entire video on setting it up, especially the ini file. You can find it over there in the card. And right now let's dive a little bit deeper into what this mod actually has to offer. In short, this mod basically replaces the vanilla Skyrim loot system with the mouse hover quick looting from Fallout 4. Works like a charm, highly customizable, an absolute joy to use. This increases the whole pace of the game by a lot, because you'll be less in those pesky menus. Well, you guessed it, I'm a fan. Let's move on to some weapons. We got a whole collection that is ported by Mnikjom. And Mnikjom seems to have one single goal in his modding life, which is to port each and every Oldrim mod to Skyrim SE. I'm not complaining, because this time he brought us the entire collection from ClipsyMoon. And they're looking good, these weapons. A full list can be found on the mod page, including a bunch of pictures. But here I'm showcasing 3 weapons. First, the Stinger, a poisonous blade. What's hopefully clear straight off the bat is that these weapons are very high quality weapons. Also, there's an awesome looking Daedric Lord sword with some really neat textures and cool looking little red elements. Last but not least, probably my favorite of the 3, the Necros. It revives slain enemies to fight for you, has this gorgeous green light emitting from the blade, and it glows at night. If you want to add more brutally detailed weapons to your game, check out this mod. Another nice surprise in terms of weapons is the Rose Sword by Strider, which adds this super detailed and elegant weapon to the Skyrim game. It looks absolutely stunning, with the vibrant textures and its elegant design. It also comes with its own scabbard, which is always a plus. The details on this sword and scabbard are stunning. The mod was part of a ported mod by the same mod author, namely Ireniel Elf Reborn SSE. And Ireniel had this sword in her arsenal, and now the sword is available as a standalone sword, craftable at a smithy, and the only drawback I'd say is its base damage of 75, which is quite high. So let's say that you are an adventuring orc and you're just starting out. Sure, you could get Breeze home, right? But it would be much more fitting to actually get an orc longhouse. Right now there's a mod available called Highloom, and it gives you an orc longhouse just outside Whiterun. There's skeletons to your right, bandits to your left, and you can see Whiterun from between the hanging moss. It's great. Sure, it's just a copy of the longhouse in an orc stronghold, but I think the location is quite nice, and the outside area has everything you need to craft your own stuff. Because orcs need to craft stuff, preferably outside. There's a small stable, or like a shed as well, with hay and grain, because orcs eat a lot of bread, I suppose. Or at least you could, if you start living here, and don't have issues with gluten. The interior is basic, I think once again fitting for an orc. It has some basic crafting stations, and there's really not that much to see, except the lighting, which is beautiful. Also at night the place is very cozy, with a campfire and some candles near the outside bathing area. And should you need hanging moss for a potion, it's all here. In case you're interested in increasing the amount of trees in the Whiterun Valley, I have the mod for you. This is Alpine Forest for Whiterun Valley by Megaloblast. And we all have a little bit of Megaloblasts in us, because it's part of each and everyone's immune system. Or at least it should be. Just putting that out there. So, trees, basically. It adds trees to the Whiterun Valley. How many? Well, here's some comparison shots. Roughly this many. From Whiterun to Rorikstead, sort of. So, you know, if you want it, get it. Another small overhaul is Full Gunther Reborn by Mnikjom. And this time it is not a port from Oldrim, but it is his actual own work, which is super nice. It adds just some additional things to the Volcantur ruins, such as an extra ruin, graves, some swords as memories for the fallen, and finally some flora. It only changes the exterior because according to a post the interior was fine. Here's some comparison shots once again. It gives a pretty clear idea of what this mod does, I'd say. And I personally like these sort of small mods. They'll almost never get a ton of endorsements, but they add that little something to the game. If you go exploring this ruin again for the Lost Legends quest, that kind of thing. It's great. This was Thyworm for this week. I'm also on Twitter, tweeting every now and then. And right now there's 2 more videos for you to watch. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye bye.